Hello everyone, it's Mrs. O here, and I know it's been a while you saw me because I've resumed, and it's not been, let me say, it's not been the easiest transition. However, God has been helpful, and I have a good supporting system who happen to be my husband. So I'm going to run a series, and it might last about 4 to 5 weeks, but it's not something unusual. It's something that every mom faces whenever they return back to work. So I'm going to talk about the emotional challenges that moms go through whenever they return to work, and I'm going to use myself as a case study. One of the things I went through when I was about to resume was guilt about leaving the baby. So I was scared that I was going to be, I'm a nurse and I work 12-hour shift. I was just so scared that I was going to be leaving my baby for over 12 hours because I'm going to wake up before 12 hours, come back after 12 hours. So that compounds it to about 14 to 15 hours. So I was just like, how is it? What's he going to be doing? Yeah, he's going to be with daddy, sometimes with child minder and all of that. But I was just like, how is my baby going to fare? Because it's just 10 months. It's just 10 months. Is he going to do well? But my husband told me something that I just need to understand that work needs to happen and then parenthood needs to happen. Do you understand? So I need to make workplace and home. So one thing I told myself is I'm not going to spend extra hours that are not necessary at work again. Once it's closing time, I'm off, and then I'm going to spend good quality time with my baby before I leave. So what we do is we wake him up like 15 minutes before I leave. So we cuddle, we play, and then when I'm back, sometimes he's asleep, I wait till he wakes up to play with him. Then we meet midnight again, our midnight feeding session. But it's not been the easiest thing to do, but I've been able to pull through. So I told myself work has to happen, parenthood has to happen also. So work now remains work, home remains home, and I'm not going to, how would I say it? I'm not going to spend the time I'm meant to spend at work at home, and I'm not going to spend the time I'm meant to spend at home at work. So I'm going to balance it. And the second thing, before I'm going to round up here for our next episode, is that I had this anxiety balancing work and parenthood. So a few days before I resumed, I kept telling my husband, what are we going to be eating when I leave? What will I take to work? What will you eat? My husband is a very good cook, and he told me, babe, just chill. I will cook when I need to cook, then you will cook when you're available. So guess what I did? So I did panic cooking. So I cooked about 6 soups. Edikaikong, afan, okra soup, then a foriro, then a goosey. I was just cooking because I was scared. But then my husband told me something that God has not given us the spirit of fear. That brought back my sanity, and I had to tell myself that, come on, before you went on maternity leave, we were eating. But then, yeah, we do cook in bulk, but this one was not bulk cooking. I was actually panic cooking because I was just cooking, freezer. And then my husband told me, we're going to do well, baby, and you're also going to do well. If it means in preparing my break, my lunch pack for work, and then doing the bits I can do when I'm working, and when I'm off, I can also do the bits I can't do. So that actually helped me. And please, like I said, it's not something you're not going to face. So as moms, as mothers, please try as much as possible to have a good support system. Know God, have God, and then give your time space. Do you get? You're just coming back to work. You're going to do well. You're going to be fine. Give your time that space to get to know the workplace again, because it's just, you imagine if you've been out of work for 10 months, it's just as if I'm newly employed in my workplace. So I gave myself that space. I didn't want to overload myself with what I'm not meant to overload myself with. So whatever you're going through, you're not alone, and you're definitely going to do well. So I'm going to see you in the next episode. Till we meet again, it's Mrs. O. See you, and please like, share, comment, and repost, please. Bye bye. Love you.